You're not dying, Mara. Stop making it about you. Those words, hissed through a crackling phone line, cut deeper than the glass shards embedded in my arm. I lay on a hospital gurney, the sterile stink of antiseptic burning my lungs, fluorescent lights buzzing like a swarm overhead. My mother's voice echoed in my head as the line went dead. I'd just survived a car wreck that left my ankle shattered and my chest screaming with every breath. But my mother, my only anchor, chose my brother's latest crisis over my blood-soaked reality. Hours later, when she finally appeared, her face wasn't relief, it was resentment. She had no idea what I'd become in her absence. And she wasn't ready for what I was about to do next. The crash was a chaos of screeching tires, a sickening crunch, then darkness. I woke to paramedics shouting, "Pulse steady, possible internal injuries, ankles a mess's move." My vision blurred as they hoisted me onto a stretcher, the taste of copper thick in my mouth. In the ambulance, I drifted in and out, catching snippets of their urgency. At the hospital, under a blinding ceiling, a nurse's voice broke through, soft but rushed. "Can you wiggle your toes?" "Barely." My phone, screen spiderwebbed, was still in my hand. I dialed Mom, my emergency contact, my lifeline. Voicemail. Again. On the third try, she answered, voice sharp. "Mara, what now?" "I'm dealing with Leo. He's falling apart." "Mom," I rasped, "I'm in the ER. Car accident. My ankle's broken, maybe worse." A pause. Then, "Are you dying?" I blinked, stunned. "They're checking for internal bleeding." She sighed, not with fear but irritation. "Leo just lost his scholarship. He's a wreck." "You're tough, Mara. You'll manage. Don't call like this." Click. The phone slipped from my hand. My mother had chosen my brother's meltdown over my trauma. The nurse returned, her eyes kind but fleeting. "Family coming?" I nodded, though doubt gnawed at me. I watched the door, willing her to appear. She didn't. Lying there, the truth crystallized like ice in my veins. This wasn't new. Leo, the fragile one, always got the spotlight. Me? I was the rock, the one who didn't need coddling. "Mara's fine," they'd say, while Leo's tantrums demanded center stage. My birthdays were takeout dinners, Leo's were weekend getaways. When I graduated high school, Mom missed it because Leo failed a math test and needed her. I worked nights to afford college, she paid Leo's rent, bought him a new phone when his stressed him out. My cracked laptop? "Check eBay," she'd said. The pattern was relentless. When Leo crashed Mom's car, it was a mistake. When I once forgot to lock it, I got a lecture on duty. Leo dropped out of college twice, moved cities, racked up debts, she bailed him out, called him brave. I built a career, paid my way, and somehow that made me invisible. Until now, when I needed her, not for money but for presence. And she chose him again. In that hospital bed, the lie I'd told myself, that she loved me but worried more for him, shattered. This wasn't love. It was neglect cloaked in expectation. I'd been conditioned to believe my strength was my worth, that needing nothing made me lovable. But I was done performing. I called my lawyer, Sarah Tate, who'd helped me with a lease dispute years ago. Her voice was steady. "Mara, are you safe?" I explained the crash, the call, the years of bank transfers to Mom and Leo. Thousands I'd sent, unasked, to help out. Sarah didn't flinch. "What do you want?" "I want them cut off," I said, the words a liberation. "No more access as accounts, will, anything." She arrived the next morning, armed with a laptop and a plan. I handed her a USB drive, records I'd kept without knowing why, transfers, texts, emails. "Leo's behind on rent again. Can you cover it?" "Mom needs help with the mortgage." "You're doing okay, right?" Sarah tallied it, nearly $80,000 over 4 years. A life I could have built, siphoned away. We revoked everything: power of attorney, beneficiary status, shared accounts. Sarah drafted a trust to protect me. "This is your freedom," she said. I signed, each stroke a severance from a family that fed on my silence. They came that afternoon. Mom stormed in, Leo trailing, his face a mix of guilt and defiance. "What's this about a lawyer?" Mom snapped, spotting Sarah. I sat up, pain flaring. "Sit or leave." Mom's eyes narrowed. "You're blowing this out of proportion." Leo was suicidal over his scholarship. And I was bleeding alone, I shot back. Sarah played the call recording. "You're not dying, Mara. Stop making it about you." Silence choked the room. Mom's face crumpled, not with shame but anger. "You recorded me?" "I needed proof," I said. Sarah handed them the papers. "Mara's revoked all access. You're no longer tied to her financially or legally." Leo stammered, "But I need help." "Not my burden," I said. Mom's voice rose. "After all I've done, your clothes, your school. You raised me to be useful," I said. "That's not love." They left, stunned, the doors click final. The aftermath wasn't quiet. Texts flooded in, Leo's accusations, Mom's guilt trips. I blocked them. On social media, Mom posted vaguely about disloyal kids. But then came the unexpected, a message from my old friend Tess. "I saw how they treated you. You were always the one holding it together. You didn't deserve that." My coworker Sam dropped off coffee, no questions asked. Each gesture rebuilt me. In therapy, I unraveled years of transaction disguised as love. I opened a savings account for me. I laughed without obligation. My ankle healed, but the deeper wound, the one no scan could see, took time. Mom and Leo faded, their silence a gift. I wasn't alone anymore. I had people who saw me, who didn't demand my pain as proof. And I learned, you don't have to beg for love. You are enough. The day you stop chasing it, you start living.